Alright, what's up guys? So, Agent Martin has uploaded a video titled When Good Cops Stand Up to Corrupt Cops. Yeah, that's a sight to see. That's something where I'm like, nah, bro, I got to see how this is going to go down. Alright, so anyways, with that being said, make sure if you guys haven't, go subscribe to Agent Martin for more videos like this. And with that being said,
Sheriff, you need to back up out of my face, sir.
You have no authority.
You're not gonna tell me what to do, my.
It's strange to see how often ego comes between the duty of a police officer and even forces them to turn on against their fellows. Today we'll be looking at 3 such instances where a cop turned against their fellow officers. On the 30th of January 2024, a Lexington police officer spotted a vehicle going way beyond the speed limit. He quickly initiated a traffic stop and pulled the guy over. However, as he reached out to him, he was surprised to find out who he was dealing with.
Hello.
Are you sure Jameson? I'm going to SWAT call out.
Okay, sir, this is Podio. Could you do an 85 and a 55?
I was going
Going where?
call out.
Where we going?
The SWAT call out right over here.
I didn't know we had one.
We have an armed guy barricaded in the house. Used to be a police officer. And
Where at?
so how come you don't have like no emergency lights on?
Here in
My
Lexington?
thing is this: if I'm a cop and I see another cop flying down the road, if they got emergency lights on, then I know something's going on. If they don't, I'm going to assume that it's just somebody out there driving crazy, and then yeah, gonna pull them over. So it's like you can't be mad at this cop for pulling you over if you driving crazy. I don't make sense to me.
We don't know about
The individual caught speeding was a Cleveland County Sheriff, Chris Amazon, who was hurrying to a SWAT call. Surprisingly, the Lexington Police Department were unaware of this situation. That's when the officer went over to contact the police chief, inquiring about the situation.
it. I'll call our chief and let him know. 301 next. According to the Cleveland County Sheriff, we have a hostage situation at that location.
Is this it? Must be it. All these cops.
Moments later, the Lexington police chief, Ronnie Johnson himself, appeared on the scene as he seemed visibly upset for being kept unaware of the incident. Soon, he was about to let out his anger.
Captain Tom? Captain Hawk? Yeah. Where's Skinner? Excuse me, sir.
We realize that I'd like to know what's going on in my own city.
We would have notified you, sir.
We would have?
Yeah.
Well, hold on. I've been at the city. I've been down there at the PD all day.
According to the call, it says Lexington was notified, they refused to respond according to our call.
sit down here, guys.
Okay, I don't know who the said that. First of all, sir, I know you're the chief. You're not going to talk to me like that. I'm just telling you what the call says.
I don't appreciate all of this going on and nobody notified me a thing about it.
I'm sorry, what's your name?
As the chief vented out,
Imagine, my thing is this. Imagine it's like, you got arrested by one of those cops and you're just kind of sitting in the back of the squad car, but they all just start arguing and fight with each other. It's like, wait, I'm not standing out there. So they be doing this with me, but like, all right, I'm telling you right now, I've been in the back of that squad car getting me a show. I'm like, I might not have no popcorn, but I am going to entertain myself. You don't ever see cops arguing with each other. So I'm like, nah, man, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
his frustration, Deputy Szymanski attempted to interject, which the officers didn't like and went over to confront him.
Sir. I am too. You're not going to talk about chief like that, sir. That's not going to happen.
You can get the out of my face. I don't give a who you are. Okay? This is my county, too.
Back up, man. Back up. No, you don't.
This is going to be good.
According to the call,
You need to stop.
Lexington PD was notified.
Chill out. Back up. Everything's going to be okay. But you need to back up.
I get it that you're chief.
You can back
Negative.
Deputy Szymanski didn't hold back and had no respect for his compatriots. He then proceeded to do something which escalated the already tense situation.
This right here ain't what
We're not going to be disrespectful.
Okay?
Sheriff, you need to back up out of my face, sir.
You have no authority.
You're not going to tell me what to do, You're not going to get in my sheriff's face.
You want to do that?
Just like you told me.
Your hands off me, man.
Back up, John.
I'm like, what in the training day is going on right now? Where's Denzel Washington? Where is everybody? Where's Dr. Dre? What am I looking at?
Yeah. Perfectly clear. Perfectly clear. Come on.
That is crazy.
I want that lieutenant's name so I can put his hands on me.
Following the altercation, Chief Johnson and the officer decided to depart the scene, leaving the incident to the sheriff's department. Johnson later came on media to assert that this wasn't the first instance the Cleveland County Sheriff's Office kept them out of the loop. The Cleveland County Sheriff's Office also took notice of the sad incident and released a statement where they expressed remorse over the incident and also attempted to provide a context for the actions of their deputy. We can only hope for an honest investigation, but given that the investigation is being held within the department, our expectations for a positive and just outcome are limited. However, this wasn't the first time there was a dispute between police officers and sheriff deputies, as this one inside a jail was even more intense.
Them goddamn supervisors can.
I understand. I get that.
So I can get the out the way.
On July 16, 2022, several Columbus police officers arrived at the Muskogee County Jail with their detainees, only to find out that they were not welcome inside. A day ago, the jail run by the Sheriff's County Office decided to change the first-come, first-served policy and instead decided to book deputies prisoners, then state troopers, and then the police officers. The officers, however, without any prior knowledge of this fact, were left stranded outside the building.
Hey, Snipes, they're still denying us. God bless America. They won't let us in.
They won't let y'all in. They won't let me in.
Ain't that right?
Nah, you go in there before us, I'm gonna raise hell.
Watch this.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna file a complaint, a legitimate complaint.
That might well get a mean bun. Go at home. Boom. Out of there.
Central, SB1, please.
Lieutenant Nesser about to get a complaint. 100%. That is the most unprofessional thing I've ever seen in my life.
Hey.
What do you think? How my legs so bad?
As a sheriff's deputy arrived on the spot, he straight away cut the line and went inside. The officers, who were already pretty tense, were agitated seeing this behavior, prompting another deputy to come out and explain everything.
Wait a minute.
Oh, don't yell it. Don't start yelling. Hey, come on.
All right, I'm gonna file a complaint.
That's fine. That's fine. Good, how are you? Y'all have directives, I have directives. Sheriff says ain't nobody coming in, only 5 at a time, SO and GSP has priority.
So, SO has priority,
And
even
GSP
though...
and then you guys. I mean, this is beyond my control, I don't have anything, so don't yell at me. All right. As soon as that last one gets cleared, I'm gonna bring in 5.
Hey, yeah, unless another SO unit shows up.
This is not my decision.
Every officer from the Columbus Police Department was extremely upset on this behavior, and they also made sure to let their feelings known.
Because I'm about to have a stroke. This is a failure of justice.
Bro don't even care. He's like, look, man, I'm just waiting the clock out.
That's wonderful.
That's crazy.
The sheriff is very pissed with us, okay? And he runs the jail, so.
Amidst this, one of the officers parked his car in a manner that blocked the deputy's vehicle, who had cut them off earlier. Now, this behavior was said to trigger the sheriff deputy, who was extremely flustered.
Them goddamn supervisors can.
I understand. I get that.
So I can get the out the way. All right, so I got a call to go to. I can't go to the car because y'all want to play stupid ass childish game.
At this point, tensions were escalating as one of the officers even went ahead to grab his weapon. Deputy Adkins, on the other hand, was still trying to get the vehicle away so he could get out of the jail premises.
I'm gonna go get my stuff because this is getting stupid. I'm not gonna be de-armed outside of the jail.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
I hope I don't see you getting your ass on the street because I'm gonna drive the by. And you can tell your goddamn supervisor and everybody else I sit there. Yeah, that's all I'm here. Do it. I'll see you over the door because I got a goddamn car to go to. You don't want to move the goddamn car. Huh? Yeah. Don't stop for me. Don't stop for me. You know who?
As the Columbus police officers refused to move the car aside, the sheriff's deputies had to contact their chief in an attempt to find a resolution.
I don't know, but I'm probably gonna quit. This is this is so stupid.
Back it up so we don't have to bring his ass. That's all here.
Listen, man, I'm only doing what my supervisor told me. I understand. This is ridiculous, and I hate that I'm dealing with this shit. But you're gonna have to talk to the sergeant over there.
No, I'll be talking to the chief. Hey, Chief, I'm sorry. We got a situation over here. We got CPD won't let our guys out, and they're about to go to blows. I'm asking your CPD officer to back up his car, and he's saying that his supervisor told him not to let it.
And again, no one on our side is threatening.
We're having a tit for tat over here. Hold
You
on,
know that
hold on.
how they just portray like in movies when the chief like when they gotta like show up somewhere and they just be all upset and riled up. I know that the chief, he's probably at home just trying to catch up on his shows, catch up on just life, and they calling him up, disturbing him. I feel like the chief, he's probably a gamer. A game just finished updating. He just pressed play to start playing this game. Phone call, and he's like, okay, I don't know what you guys want me to do, but I'm about to play Fortnite. Like, people, please, just leave me alone.
Roll down your window.
The situation was starting to get heated up as more and more pressure was being put on the poor officer who had been assigned to block the deputy's car. Meanwhile, additional police calls were coming in, which they kept on ignoring.
Wow.
We gotta stop playing these games. This is
That's crazy.
I know most of us are kind of at a standstill. Do I have anybody on Forest Road reference to 7511?
That's crazy.
We're all standing on the wall of the jail.
What car is it? Hey, move your car, bro.
Fantastic.
All right, well, I'm getting who your sergeant is.
Hey, he's with the chief.
Okay.
Sarge, he's with the chief. He's with the chief. Sorry.
What's your name? Got there and started rolling up and they shut it right before I got there.
Give him a second. Give him a second. I hear you. I hear you.
I bet they getting upset.
Back it up. All right.
Just as it seemed the officer might cause the matter to end, the sergeant stormed out, refusing to reconcile with the sheriff's deputies.
Hey, Fairbanks, no. You stay right there, man.
Hey, Sarge. Sarge. Now your sergeant over here telling him not to move.
It's law
Chief said he's...
Man, if I'm one of those cops and I got a suspect sitting in the back of the car, I looked at him, I'm like, bro, do you eat Domino's pizza? He had been like, yeah. I'm like, all right, I'll arrest you later, but nah, bro, let's go get us some pizza and just reflect on life real quick. But I'm like, I ain't got time for all this drama. I'm like, nah, bro. I'm like, we about to just sit in the parking lot. I'm like, I'm gonna put your handcuffs in front of you so you can eat the food a little bit better. But I'm like, yeah, bro, we just gonna be sitting in this parking lot. I'm like, yeah, I don't know what's going on, but I'm all like, yeah, so anyways, I'm like, it's like, is this your first time committing a crime? But I'm like, yeah, bro, I ain't got time for all this. I'm like, this is crazy.
We gotta get somebody over here. We gotta put this.
Even the train's telling them to go. Dang, I like it.
This ain't respectful.
Hey, they got my guy locked in. What I gotta do with this shit? Like,
I don't want to fight. Everybody in. Everybody in.
The situation was heating up, and a supervisor had to calm his deputies down as he moved them in. Maybe the police officers seemed to have overreacted. Well, this female officer clearly had a different perspective on the matter.
I try to get through, and they immediately, halfway open it, shut it on me, and I hear through there's a deputy saying this behind the radio, that female officer's trying to get into the door. Do not let her in that door. Do not let any officer through that door.
Wow.
From PD.
From the jailer. The jailers are saying that through their radio. So they won't even let us through the door. There's one person inside there, and now they booked the sheriff guys out. Now He's like screaming at us to move our vehicles. They won't even let any of our guys in. They won't book any of our guys.
That's crazy.
They won't even let us in to use the bathroom, nothing.
That is
This
crazy.
is the. I think this is where.
This is it.
This is as bad as it can get.
Like, we can't principle someone's crime, man.
It appeared that the jail, which came under the jurisdiction of the sheriff's office, might have gone against the police officers, as they were visibly upset by the treatment.
This guy's got a call, but then my sergeant's telling me not to move.
Right. I have this.
And then when I started backing up, he told me to stop again.
What's that thing?
What about arrested all of them for not doing their job?
Right. Okay.
This is
Crazy.
embarrassing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave the keys in there, dude. I really not wanting to be a part of to get charged with a crime, dude, for a stand, dude. I'm telling you right now, bro.
I'm transferring.
Possession Schedule 2, obstruction, and drug-related objects.
So far, it's all fellas.
That's
Get
crazy.
in your car before you think outside the car.
The officers stood and waited outside the jail for hours, but nothing seemed to work in their favor.
Hours?
Dejected by this behavior, they decided to take their prisoners to 6th Avenue.
Give me a damn court date and let me go to court. All CPD prisoners at the jail, see me out there on in between the street, between the building of the SO and the CPD. We'll have our meeting there.
Let's have a seat. Watch your head, okay?
It's sad, man. They doing this shit.
Watch your legs, okay?
And also said he was going to ram the car, so.
Oh, yeah, he said he's going to run the car.
So, I mean.
He's going to pass right by us if he ever sees us getting our ass beat on the street.
This is rock bottom. Stop.
Eventually, the police officers had to release their prisoners with a court summons, requiring the inmates to return to court later this month. It was indeed a sad incident to view, and what's even more troubling is the fact that during this encounter, a robbery was taking place, and none of the officers even attempted to reach there. Later, however, the sheriff and the Columbus police chief met and set aside their differences. The sheriff also released a statement claiming that their relations are still intact, and both of them have continued to work together to this day. Well, that was a tough night, but what happens when a police officer is caught breaking the law by his superiors?
I can't go right there.
You're going now.
Okay, well, what if I don't?
We gonna have a problem.
It all began on January 13th, 2021, when a distressed caller informed the Bossier City Police Department about a police unit being driven erratically. She also claimed that the driver almost hit the mailbox and swerved into the opposite lanes as well. Moments later, 2 supervisors from the police department contacted the driver and went over to talk to him in a grocery store parking lot.
I was a driver. Driving fine. They pulled a little bit to the right. Other than that, unless I drop something or whatever, hit the curb or whatever, or in the middle line, but I can go around the car if you like. So you got off? You got off at 6 o'clock today? I did. I got 2 kids. Did you shake the bed or just do it? No, I did. So you've been up since last night? I have.
The driver was found to be the off-duty police officer, Travis Coker. As one of the supervisors went over to search Coker's car, he discovered something suspicious.
Oh, wow.
What is it? Extra tram or what goes the van? Yeah.
They call it business. Say you taking a couple of these?
No, not today. No. Not a one. That Frank died. I gave that to him.
So you think you good to go for driving?
100%. Look, ain't nobody No, I know. And that's why I had been asleep. I was trying to get everything arranged. Got home, got the kids on the school bus, met Daddy, got all that situated, just trying to pick the house up. He needs the prescription. He can't walk. So I'm sitting there waiting.
Coker claimed to be completely okay and had not taken any meds that day. That's when the supervisor came back and proposed a simple test to him, but Coker appeared hesitant, signifying that he might be guilty.
Sorry, I can't go there. I got a sick kid at home. I can't. That's why I'm trying to get back to you. I'm trying to get Daddy's prescription. I'll be glad to come up there just a little bit.
But I don't feel safe with you driving right now.
Okay, but can I get somebody to come get me? I promise you, Lieutenant Cap, I am fine. If I hit something, it was dropping my phone. It ain't the sleep.
Well, listen to me. You're going to have to go this route, what I just told you.
Okay, I'm saying I can't do that right now.
You don't have no choice. I'm telling you that right now.
Officer Coker wanted to dodge the drug test, and despite the supervisor's multiple requests, he remained intact.
Now my thing is this, because he's trying to avoid it. So it's like, what would you do in a situation where you're in his shoes, where it's like you're talking to somebody where you could clearly see that they got something going on, and yeah, they're all like, no, I don't want to do the drug test. You're gonna have to arrest them. So even if they are a cop, but it's like, yeah, bro, you know you can't just get away with something just because you a cop. Like, that's crazy that there's probably some cops out there that think along those lines, where it's all like, oh, I'm a cop, so I can just get away with whatever. Dang, what was that?
Cap, I can't go right there.
You're going down.
Okay, well, what if I don't?
We gonna have a problem.
What's the problem?
You administrative leave.
For what? Because I can't go right to see because I'm on my off time?
Listen to me. You're operating.
I wasn't even driving.
Coker.
The Captain, I love you to death. I mean,
but you put me in a bad spot.
Captain, I'm in the only spot I can be in, man. I'm trying to take care of my family.
You're gonna have to go with him, okay?
I can't go there right now, Captain.
Coker insisted that he wasn't ready for the test at that moment. However, he assured them that he'd return to the department after he paid a visit back home. But the officers weren't too pleased with his behavior.
If you was in your POV, and listen,
I would be. Listen in the shop.
If you was in your POV, we wouldn't be out here right now.
I know that.
But you in the city vehicle.
Right. And it's her word again. Did she got some videotape?
This is not court. I mean? This is an administrative deal.
I know that, but I'm just saying, anybody's out there, the police. Like I said, if I drop my phone and went over the line, I'm not doubting that. Yes, sir. But I have to get to. Give me 35 minutes. I'll come back to whatever
Can't do that.
Can't do that. Okay, well, can I get somebody to come get me?
No, you gotta
come with us. If you refuse, you're not gonna have no choice but to put you on administrative.
And what does that mean?
That means that we have to take your gun, take your badge, and then we gotta go to the chief's office.
The supervisors even threatened to have him placed on leave if he failed to comply with them. Despite this threat, Coker remained adamant about returning home.
That's crazy.
I would take the test today. I just can't take it right this second.
So
yeah, because he's in this way. It's like, I don't think they realize that when they're saying it. When it's like you're saying that you can't. You done spent all this time sitting down talking with these cops. You very well could have taken that drug testing, went on about your business like no problems, right? If you didn't take no drugs. He knows he took something, so that's why is where that them pills or Adderall, whatever it was that they grabbed from his car. But yeah, he knows that he took that stuff. He knows that it's still in his system. He's like, oh, I'm gonna try to figure out how to flesh it out and all this other stuff, so then I could go up there later on and then be all like, oh yeah, I'm ready now. So it's like, bro, come on now, people. Pay attention to the stuff that you say, all right? Just please pay attention to what you say and make it make sense.
Perfectly clear. What he's explaining to you
Yes, sir.
is that he and the captain are giving you an order, being in patrol administration, okay? You're under their command that you have to submit to reasonable suspicion testing for the department.
The reasonable suspicion?
This is not for debate. Listen,
He ain't listening to nothing that they're saying.
You're arguing. Look,
I'm asking.
Okay,
Sergeant,
they.
Don't worry about it. He's been policing. It's not a Texas. If you don't understand what we're saying right now, you're not going to understand what we're saying. Okay, so we just need to.
One of the supervisors reached a breaking point as he was surprised to see the level of ignorance being shown by an officer.
I'm on the phone with one of the deputy chiefs. He said, you got to go for reasonable suspicion. That's something. You got to go.
I can't go right this second. Can you give me 30 minutes?
And we're gonna make sure whatever your family needs are, we will make sure those family needs are taken care of.
I have to take care of them. My mother died 2 weeks ago.
He's like, I ain't been hearing this.
Daddy that I
Nope, ain't hearing nothing.
I'm not trying to make your job hard. None of y'all's job hard. Y'all know me. I mean, I'm not. I ain't making mine hard because I got. Nothing said I had to go home and go to sleep. Am I going to go to sleep? Yeah. But I have to think. That's the night thing. I told you. I'm juggling it the best I can. The very best I can. I go to work every day. I'm there at 10 o'clock. Are you going to submit to the testing or not? I will go to.
So if I had my volume up any louder, that it definitely been some jump scares.
At this point, it was adamantly clear that Mr. Coker was just being dishonest as he was creating stuff, something which he continued to do so in the next few minutes.
Yeah, we are. And you said you got family that you I do. I got family. I'm on my off day. Yeah, I understand that. But you in our car. But I am in your car, which I was not driving when y'all pulled up. But it's somebody that don't like the police count. Is there something wrong with the car?
It doesn't matter.
It does matter.
It doesn't. This is not a DWI.
Right, I know it's not. I ain't drinking drive. You know you're not getting back in the car to drive. That's fine. I'm gonna get my stuff out of it. When? Right now. It's my stuff. I can believe I can get it. It's my personal stuff.
Dang, it's like he can't get his stuff up out the car.
Because right now, the way you're acting, we're trying to do our job. We're trying to do something. You all being respectful.
I'm being as respectful as I can be.
Are you going, yes or no?
Captain, I have an obligation at home. I'm off. I'm not going right now. It's a yes or no answer. I'm not going right now. When I get my personal stuff out of my car, I guarantee we can look around and everybody's broke policy. Okay. They got body cameras on? No. That's against policy.
Seeing the situation deteriorate and the supervisors not granting him any leverage, Mr. Coker started to get confrontational and even rude at times.
Listen, you don't understand, Coker. I got the keys to the car. I need that money. We're going to get my money. We're going to get you the money.
Nobody trying to keep your money from you.
Nobody going to keep your money. Well, why can't I get it now?
Step to the front, Carter.
You can get it from me. Stand in front of us.
Good, how are you?
Now I'm in trouble now.
No.
What I need to stand in front of the damn vehicle? Because I said so, that's what. Well, who are you to say so? You ain't no right to me today. I don't trust you. I don't care if you trust me or not. I don't want you near me. That's fine. I don't want you near me. How about that? I'm not under arrest. Can you grab my bucket of dip sitting out there on the seat?
There's no possible explanation as to why would Coker be so against the test, apart from the fact that he knew he knows he has that stuff in his system.
Y'all treat me like shit. Ain't mad at none of y'all.
We gotta treat you like anything, Coker. We had a complaint. We gotta see through it. But you're hindering us from doing what we gotta do.
Y'all really think that I'm gonna doze? Come on, man. I've got none of my prescriptions out of the car that I have to take daily.
I've told you. They've given you a direct order. You have to go submit to chemical testing.
Why? Under what?
I wouldn't even because it's like if we ain't had to explain it to him that many times, I wouldn't explain it to him again. I'm like, you put yourself in this situation. If you didn't want to do this test, I'm moving on. You guys can sit and talk with him. I'm getting back in this squad car and I'm driving on to the next whatever crime I gotta respond to. That's where my next location is gonna be. But I'm done with this. So
Yes, they do. No, they don't. Yes, they do.
I ain't gonna be going back and forth with this guy.
It doesn't matter. Then take it up with your attorney and civil service. I suggest you do.
I've already read it. I know.
However, the officers did settle with Mr. Coker as he was allowed to call someone to pick him up and eventually leave the area. Despite this, the heated altercation between the officers showed no signs of stopping.
It don't have to get escalated because the thing is you're OJ. Okay? And you might have some car, but you don't have it. Okay? And I'm just going to cut drive. Okay?
You got me that time. It was like felt my chest kind of spasm, just a tad. That noise is crazy.
I'm just saying, I don't want this thing to escalate. I was going to escalate. You tell me.
They still going back and forth with him.
I know that it's going to escalate because I stand on the curb. Yeah, I know you don't.
Officer Coker put his entire career in jeopardy, but refused to go with the officers and give a simple test. It's strange how a law enforcement officer would disregard his job like this.
Best fucking police y'all got in this fucking city.
here going through everything that we've gone through, not want to go.
It's not wanting to go. Captain, I go to space with you. You want me to? You know that. That I have no hard feelings towards anybody. I don't know what was said that I swerved. If I dropped my phone, swerved over to the side, I'm sorry. I'm forgiving that. I really am. I don't want any. I worked with every one of you, especially you. And I don't want any.
Yeah, and I have no issue with you. Right. I don't, but I have.
You doing your job?
Yes,
I get that.
I have a job to do, and everything and all the sequence of events that have taken place today. Lord knows I hate it.
Meanwhile, Coker's ride came up, and that's when he decided to make it up with the officers involved. Nevertheless, it was still strange and disheartening to witness a police officer behaving like this towards his superiors. It raises the question that if that's how he is with them, how he would even behave with the general public.
10 times worse, if anything, but...
Hey, you get to the station? Yeah, go ahead, tell me. I already talked to something.
Coker left the area and he was immediately placed on administrative leave, and an internal investigation was launched into the case. After a few weeks, the investigation found Coker guilty and he was fired from his job. Well, that brings us to the end of our video. Today we got to witness three cases where law enforcement officers were fighting amongst themselves, trying to get one up over the other. It's truly disheartening to see the cops making a joke about themselves, especially in the first two cases. It raises the question of their inflated egos and asks the question of how would they fare against civilians if they weren't being respectful to their compatriots. If you have the same concerns, then please consider showing your support by liking this video, and also make sure to subscribe to stay informed about future cases like these. Also, if you enjoyed this video, check out the next video here.
Yeah, that last cop, I'm like, nah, he knew that he had that stuff in his system. I think it sounded like they said Adderall. So it's like he knew that he had that stuff in his system, and he knew that if he were to go take a test right then and there, that he was gonna get put on administrative leave. I feel like if he probably would have been honest and he admitted that he might have a little bit of a problem, then yeah, he probably wouldn't have been fired. But it's like, you do all this arguing stuff, then the cops, they're gonna be all like, nah, that dude crazy. We don't want him to work for us no more. So yeah, he brought down himself. He can't blame nobody besides himself in that situation. So, but anyways, make sure if you guys haven't, go subscribe to Agent Martin for more videos like this. Like, subscribe to me too, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching, and peace.